there. You sit there. Don't touch it. Sit down. Sit
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave. We have seen such a beautiful temple and nice part was going on chanting the Lord's name. So let us understand. There are three things. Excuse me. You go sit behind or don't get up. So there are three things. One is yantra, second is tantra, and third is mantra. Yantra is a structure. Now those of you know, it is, this Shri Vidya, Shri Yantra, Shri Meru. These are the structural aspect. So our temple is a structure. It is called as the yantra. Then the second one. The chanting was going on. We are invoking the Lord. We are remembering Him. That is mantra. So, yantra, mantra. And then tantra. How to do the things? Tantra is the way. How do we do the things? So, our life has got these three aspects. Our life is represented in our Hindu temples. So, Bhagavan Shankaracharya writes in his one of the texts that Deho Devalaya Proktaha Dehi Devo Niranjanaha Architaha Sarva Bhavena Swanubhutya Prakashate. Like we have here a temple, all the kinds of mantra puja and tantra, how do we conduct? Similarly, our life is represented outside in the form of the temple. So, what is our body? So, Deho, body, Devalaya Proktaha, it is a temple of God. Deho Devalaya Proktaha. Dehi, here Narayana is there in this temple. Dehi, in this temple of the body, here also Narayana alone. There is no Rakshasa. So, Deho Devalaya Proktaha, Dehi Devo Niranjana. And how is this Deva, how is this God? Niranjana, uncontaminated. Anjana means coloring. Uncontaminated, Niranjanaha. Nothing can disturb this Paramatma, nothing can touch it. Dehi Devo Niranjana. Then Architaha Sarva Bhavena. We have to do the Archana. Like we have gone here, in every small temple, we went and then one arati was taken and then some mantras were chanted and then we took the blessings through the flame, the deepam. Exactly the same way. Spiritual life is how do we live at the body level, at the mind level and at the spiritual seeker level. So first, at the body level. Our life begins after we get identified with the body. Last night when we all were sleeping, that time, where were we? Nowhere. When were we? No time. What were we? We were neither husband nor wife, neither man nor woman, neither Tamilian nor a Bengali. We were just there, uncontaminated by any conditioning. And therefore, all of us experience the divine when we are in deep sleep. Alas, we don't recognize it. See? To have something and to recognize, these are two things. Like the stories come in so many places. There was one lady and she got up from the sleep. So when she was sleeping, her necklace or Mangal Sutra, whatever you call, it has gone backside in the sleep. And she got up and then started shouting at everybody, who has taken my Mangal Sutra? Why they have taken? They are always playing fool with me, shouting at everybody. And there was a child in their house. The child saw, oh, the grandmother is now in a very good mood. So she said, Grandma, you went on the top of our house, maybe you left it there. So she took her there and saw, no, it's not there. Oh God, maybe you went to the bathroom to take bath, it is there. She took her to the bathroom. Oh, it is not there. Maybe you were in the temple doing puja, it may be in the temple. Oh, it is not there. And this old lady was moved by the child here and there. When other people in the house were asking, so this child said to everybody, keep quiet, don't talk. Because the child was playing with that old lady, playing nicely. And finally, she said, I don't know what to do. So the child started laughing. Why you are laughing? Then she said, come, I'll show you. He took her in front of the mirror and said, look into the mirror, you have kept your necklace in the mirror. Temples are mirrors. When we enter the temple, first thing we do, we remove the shoes. Our shoes tell our ego. See? That is what people do. They go to the temple with old slippers, leave them there, and exchange with the new available, and put on and go back. Because drop the ego and start afresh with the new shoes. See, friends, therefore when we come here we are all at par. We are neither rich nor poor, neither man nor woman, neither want to achieve something or to prove something. Are we proving before the God that I am your devotee? No. We come here to surrender. See, friends. Therefore, when we come to the external temple, we must become introvert and start learning from our own day-to-day experiences. So like we have gone in the temple, how clean and neat it is. Exactly the same way. It is our responsibility that we have to keep our body clean, neat and fit. It is not a garbage can where you can put anything. Therefore, the first step our temple institutions teach us, live in a dignified manner as a human being. And therefore, when we have to offer prasadam to the Narayana, do we offer, oh, yesterday's sandwich was there, my child has left it there in the fridge, so we take out the fridge sandwich and offer to the Lord. Om Pranaya Swaha Vyanaya Swaha Upanaya Swaha. No. Fresh, clean, neat. Exactly the same way. We must have control over our eating habits. what cannot be offered to the Narayana should not be consumed by us. Once we take this, because as is the food, so is the mind. In Upanishad, a story comes. The student asks the teacher, "Sir, I can understand that the subtle can influence the gross. Mind is subtle and the world is gross. So if my mind is disturbed, the world is disturbed. This we understand. But how can the gross influence the mind? I don't believe it." So the teacher said, "It is simple, my dear. So now your question was very good. So chant Purusha Sukta." So he started chanting. Om Sasrashirsha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapad Sabhumim Vishvato Vrutva Atyatishta Dashangulam Purusha Evedakam Sarvam. Nicely he chanted. When he went halfway, then the teacher said, "Very good, stop. Now as a gift for your good chanting, from now onwards, till I tell you, you are not going to eat food or drink water." Why? This is not a punishment, this is a gift. Now the student has to obey the teacher. So 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, 1 day, 2 days, nothing to eat. He was totally disgusted. Then again the teacher called, "Hey, come on, how are you? Huh? No, I am asking you, how are you?" "Who? What happened? Huh?" He is not able to understand anything. So the teacher says, "Okay, that day you chanted Purusha Sukta very good. Today you please chant." And again he started, Om, 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 Sahasra, Om. I don't know, I can't chant. So the teacher said, "Try something." Again he tried, he could not chant one mantra. Then the teacher said, "Never mind. Now go, take half a glass of lime water and take little prasadam from the temple. Don't eat too much, eat little." So he ate. Next day little more food. After 2-3 days he became normal. He said, "You asked me the question. I can understand that the subtle can influence the gross. If the mind is disturbed, our perception of the world is different. But how can the gross affect the mind?" You got it? Food is gross. Where you did not get food and water, what happened to your mind? Therefore, friends, in our scriptures, it is said that which cannot be offered as Naivedyam to the Lord, we should not eat it, because it is not offered to somebody, it is offered to the Narayana, who is in the very core of our being. This is the meaning of going to the temple. See, friends, how important it is. Therefore, Deho Devalaya Prokta. We have to take care. It is one of our most important duty, because this body we have not created. It is somebody else's property lent to us. So when we go to somebody else's property, we can't go and just destroy that. We have no business. Therefore, we have to take. Yoga Shastra tells, Shariram Adyam Khalu Dharma Sadhanam. If your body is healthy, you will be able to walk the spiritual path. If otherwise all the time, pain here, pain there, pain everywhere, such a disgusted person, what can he think about God? And even if he goes to the temple, he will not think about God, he will think about pain. Narayana, kindly remove my pain. That means, be attentive. That means, our life should become the means and Narayana should become the goal. But when we come to the temple, what happens? Narayana becomes the means and our worldly useless things become the goal. Therefore, outside the temple, inside the temple, both the places there are beggars. Outside people ask, give me, give me. Inside we go. There also we are the same. Narayana do this, Narayana do that. And therefore, all our gods have got a smile on their face. And this is the mudra, isn't it? This is not a abhaya mudra. This is the suggestion. Enough. How much will you ask? Enough. See, friends, what he has given us, is it less? And we keep on demanding again and again. See, friends, therefore, body-wise, the temple outside, body here. Then, in this temple is residing God. Dehi Devalaya Prokta. Now here we go little deeper. See? When we are wanting something, I want this, I want that. What is our experience? When we want something, we are uneasy, uncomfortable. I want this, I want that, I want this. There is no end to it. And because of that, we are constantly tense and disgusted and tired. See? Now the question is, be attentive. Question is, I want something, for example. When I don't get it, what is my experience? I am miserable because I don't get it. And when I get it, what is the experience? Oh, I am happy I got it. Now analyze your own experience. A simple example, like I like coffee. So when I want coffee and if the coffee is not available, then I am disturbed. Come on, get me at least a cup of coffee, nothing else there, And till I get coffee, I am disturbed. And when I get the coffee, aha, enjoy. Conclusion, happiness has come from coffee. Because when I did not have coffee, I was disturbed. When I got coffee, I am happy. Now the question comes, where from the happiness has come? Has the happiness come from coffee? If it has come from coffee, then everybody should be happy after taking a cup of coffee. But it doesn't happen. See? Like fire is hot. So anybody touches the fire, he gets burned. Because heat is the dharma of the fire. In the same manner, is happiness the dharma of coffee? If it is the dharma of coffee, everybody should be happy with a cup of coffee. But it doesn't happen. But then we cannot deny our experience. When I get a cup of coffee, I am happy. Now here we start mantra. We start reflection, contemplation. Where from I got the happiness with a cup of coffee? Then you will discover one day by God's grace, disturbed mind is samsara. Undisturbed mind is Narayana. See? For small little things, we get so disturbed and upset. See, what Narayana has given us, is it less? But what he has given us, that we are not aware. What he has not given us, we tell, you have not given me this, you have not given me this. And because of this, we suffer in life. Therefore, when it is said, Dehi Prokto Narayana, the Narayana is in our heart, and Narayana is what? Narayana is undisturbed mind is Narayana. I have not forgotten this experience of yours. At this moment, you are neither a man nor a woman, neither rich nor poor. Being without becoming is Narayana. When we desire, we become beggar. When we don't desire, the Narayana expresses to us. An expression of Narayana is happiness. Upanishad says, Anandadeva kalvimani bhutani jayante, anandena jatani jivanti. The world is an expression of bliss. See, friends, the more we become aware that what we are trying to search in the temple, search it in yourself. See, so when we see the temple, everybody is not allowed to go there near the Vigraha. See, anybody cannot go. You should be qualified, whether you follow the rules and regulations or not. I'll tell you one of my experience. The importance of temple industry. This happened in Malaysia. There was one temple which was, the people invited me, I went there. And it was a typical North Indian type of temple. Too much of light, too much of glitter, and too much of, pomp and show. I went there, did namaskar, and there were number of gods, like a gallery of gods. And when I did namaskar, the Panditji who was there, the priest, he asked me, Swamiji, yes, do you know somebody in Australia? I said, yes, I know. Can you arrange a visa for me? You are standing before Narayana. Instead of Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha, you are asking to me, without hand and without leg, give me the visa for Australia. After that was over, I came to my place. And I was just standing, looking out from the window. I saw a distant, some temple top, one kalasha and some flag. So I had lot of time. I thought, let me go for a walk and see. So I went there, walked. And it was a typical South Indian temple, only made of black stones and nothing else. No pump and show, no electricity, no too much of light. And when I entered, there was a mandapam. The moment I entered the mandapam, I sat there without my knowledge for 2 hours, as if lost. And after some time, somebody known to me, he came, he said, Swami, you are all right? I said, I am all right. Then I talked to the management, trustees who were there. I said, who is the Panditji here? He said, that man. So I went to him, did namaskar to him. I asked him. I said, Panditji, I don't know which deity is here in the temple, but this much I tell you, there is a Chaitanya manifested in that deity. Tell me your daily schedule. He said, for last 40 years, I have not gone out of the temple boundary. I don't know anything what is in this country. I start my day in the morning, 4 o'clock, finish my bath, everything, and then do the puja, do the chanting, cook for the God, offer him naivedya, then only I eat. I never eat. And all strict rules and regulation, everything is followed. Do the puja, vigraha, everything. As a result of this, in that Parthiv Vigraha, in that stone god, whosoever he may be, Chaitanya was manifesting. And that manifestation of Chaitanya is experience if you are in that range of perception. Otherwise, we look at the, oh, very beautiful. When did you make this thing? Is it available here? I want to get for my temple. No. Stones are to be enlivened. And that enlivening of the Vigraha is done by Upasana. My friends, we have to have Upasana as an integral part of our daily life. When we wake up, After we finish our morning ABCD, what we chant, not mechanically. Don't chant the same thing every day. When you chant the same thing every day, you by heart it. Then it becomes action. Your mind is not involved. See? And when the mind is not involved, you are going away from Paramatma. Our contact with the divine is not through the body, is through the mind. See, friends. And therefore, instead of chanting the same thing mechanically every day, chant every day something different. For example, if you take Bhagavad Gita, first day, first chapter, second day, second chapter, third day, third chapter, 18th day, 18th chapter, 9th day, again start with the first chapter. By this, two things happen. When we are chanting, talking is the kriya, karma. And listening is the knowledge. So both the things. When you only by heart it, then you don't require your mind. It goes on mechanically. No. Both mind and in the body should be fully involved. See, friends. About this I'll tell you what it means. There was a modern mother. You know what is a modern mother? She was reading Eve's Weekly, Cow's Weekly, Buffalo Weekly. They don't read Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, etc. So she was reading that useless book and she had a daughter. And the daughter wanted to ask, Mummy, I want to ask you something. Don't disturb me. Don't you see? Mummy is reading something. So again after a few minutes, Mummy, I want to ask you something. So she got angry. Not now. Because she was so lost in that useless book. Then again after some time, the child could not stop. Came and put her both hands around her mummy's face and said, Mummy, listen to me. And she has no way. Then she asked, is there life after? He said, I don't know what you hear. There is life after death or not. No, Mummy, that is not the question. Then what is the question? Question is life after marriage? That was her question. But that girl, what she wanted to say, the mother is not ready to listen. So when she talks, she wants full attention. In the same manner, when we are chanting, is our full attention to the Lord. So chanting is a kriya, action, and attention is the mind. When the mind and action, they come together, in that only the happiness, the bliss starts expressing. Therefore, this institution of temple is not only external thing, but it must become our subjective. Therefore, our body is a temple. And we have to take care. We are not obliging. And in that taking care, we have to take care what we eat, what we don't eat. We have to keep the body healthy. For that exercise, everything is necessary. And then such a healthy body now is engaged for something higher in life. Now, the last thought I will tell and then we conclude. See, as human beings, we have reached the top of creation. From the stones and the bricks, plants are evolved. With comparison to plants, the animals are evolved. In comparison to animals, human beings are evolved. What next? Hereafter, the only evolution that is pending is spiritual evolution. And the spiritual evolution can happen only if we are not leading our life mechanically. We have to get involved mentally, fully in that. And therefore, the temples, visiting the temples is meant for this. And we all know this, but we do not know that we know. When we stand before Narayana, we close our hands and we close our eyes and do namaskar, isn't it? What does it mean? The one whom we are seeing outside is also within us. Let us discover His presence in our being. And what is that? It's a common factor. When there is a joy, we experience. When there is a misery, we experience. But then there are two experiencers. One experiencer is the one who is disturbed by the experiences. If there is a joy, he becomes joyful. If there is a misery, he becomes miserable. But there is another one who is eliminating the joy and sorrows but doesn't become joyful and miserable. That non-specific being is our divine nature. And therefore, the happy mantra mala which I played, in that there was one mantra, Dekho suno mat bolo. See, hear, no comments. When we practice this thing, friends, we will be all the time in tune with the divine presence. And it is for this alone we all have to spend time in our life. All other things are okay. They are okay in their own place. We are here to evolve spiritually, and that nobody can do for us. Like we have to live our life, we have to die our death. There is no proxy in that. Similarly, there is no proxy on the spiritual path. You can tell Panditji, kindly do Mrutyunjay Mahamantra Japa for me, he will do it. But benefit will not be yours. You have to do it. In this manner, we come to the temple to become withdrawn within. And when with that withdrawal within, we go out, hereafter we live as the divine messenger and not somebody who wants to achieve this, achieve that. Give it a try. It is not difficult. It is possible for every one of us, and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.